Good day everyone, my name is Luidran Sincero. Today, I'm going to walk you through our C++ programming project. We are Group 14 and we created the Water Refilling Order and Delivery Management System. This program is menu-driven and contains a zero option to return to the previous page. Here, you can see that the gates for the customer and worker is separated. The customer gate contains the sign up and log in, while the worker gate contains the login feature. Let's sign up as a customer. In typing an example of username, will show different ways it validates our input. It can contain punctuations. It has a required length as well. You also can enter a username that already exists. Take note that we have created 3 accounts that have already made some orders for our testing purposes. Here, I will show the input validation for the password. This is how the system handles the full name. This is how the system handles the contact number. This is how the system handles the address. Here, you are given a choice to create an account or to cancel. If you cancel, you would be asked if you want to create an account again or leave. Now that we've shown the sign up page, let's log in. After logging in, we can see the main menu for customer, which includes CRUD operations. There's create order, read order, update order, and delete order. Below that, which we can see the information we put in when we signed up. We can also edit the individual information except our username, which we cannot change. Now, let's try logging in to the worker page with the admin name and password credentials. Here, we can also see the main menu of the worker page with the CRUD operations to create delivery, read delivery, update delivery, and delete delivery. Below, we can also see that we can view our customers and our statistics. Let's head to the viewing of our customers. Here, we can see the list of our customers and we can pick one to view. Here, we can see all the information about the customer excluding their password. We can see the number of orders we received in pending, order in transit, and delivered status. We can also see how much containers are currently available to us and how much containers we have sold. We can also see how much money we made from the completed orders and sales. Lastly, we can also see how many customers we have in the list. Now that we have seen the sign up, login, and viewing parts of the program for the customer and worker, let's see the explanation of the CRUD operations for the customers and worker by Hayden.
This is the create order for customers. It shows the current containers you have and the container stock available from the shop. This is the confirmation for your order. And your pending number is number 3. We're going over to the read order for the customer, which is separated by delivery status. You can find your pending orders, your order in transit, and your completed orders. Let's return and go to the update order. It is also separated by delivery status, and here we are going to update our pending number 4. We are going to put it into 2 instead of 10. Let's read it, and there it is updated, it is now 2. Let's go to the delete order, which is also separated by delivery status. Now let's delete our order number 4. Now let's read it again, go to pending order, and it is now gone. Now let's return and log out and go over to the CRUD operations of the worker. First, let's create a delivery order. Here we can handle pending deliveries, and here are all the pending deliveries. Let's pick 1. Now we are given the estimated time of arrival in days. Let's put 1. As you can see, it says the next day. Here is the information about the pending delivery. It is now accepted. Let's go over to the read deliveries, and let's read 1, pending. Here are the pending deliveries. We can see the individual information of the customer for each pending delivery about who made that order. Let's go to orders in transit, and we can see the ETA included. And in completed deliveries, we can do the same. The information of who made the order and the estimated time of arrival or when it arrived. So here are all the details. Now let's go and return and go to update delivery. We can update to cancel or complete orders who are being delivered. For example, here we can complete in transit number 1. After it has been completed, let's see if anything has changed. Let's go over to read delivery order again and go to completed deliveries, and there it is, completed number 4. Now let's go over and go to 1 again to create another delivery order, and let's say our estimated time of arrival is 10 days. Here we can see it, and we can confirm the delivery. Now that that order has been made, let's go over to update and try to cancel. What happens if you cancel? If you cancel an order, it goes directly back to pending, which is the backwards of order in transit. Let's try deleting an order. This is the delete order operation. Let's try deleting pending number 1. Now let's see if anything has changed. As we can see, there's only 1 pending left, and the first one has been deleted. This file contains 1,500 lines. This program uses the required modules iostream.h, string.h, and konayo.h. We also used ctype.h. This first comment shows you the features that we added to the program. And we may not have mentioned that we made a container system to keep track of available containers and how many containers a user holds. We also made a pricing system which is automatically made and calculated at the time of making an order or a delivery. Fixed rate of 20 pesos per container, while containers are not zero, additional charge of 3 pesos, and subtract 5 containers. Now in here, we can see the admin name and admin pass for the login for the worker. These are 2-dimensional arrays except for the container list. This user list keeps track of the usernames. This pass list contains the strings of the passwords. This FN list contains the full names of the customers. This contact list contains the contact number, and the address list contains the address. Here we can see how much information and bits an array can hold. This container list is an integer, and it keeps track of how many containers a user is currently holding. This is the pending info, which has 200 index up to 199, as well as on the way and complete. This first one keeps track of the user code. For example, Louis Drenz is 1 because 0, 1. This second one keeps track of the number of containers you ordered. For example, I ordered 5, then it will be 5 here. And this is the total price. Since I ordered 3 containers, then the price is 63 pesos. However, when you go to on the way info and complete info, it becomes 4 because it also keeps track of the estimated time of arrival. Here, we can see that it's 0, which means it's the same day delivery. This is the next day delivery, and this is a delivery in 2 days. Here are the function declarations, and it is very long. This is very long, so I believe that is where my walkthrough will end. This is 1,500 lines after all. This logic has been made by us and only by us, and we did not copy from anyone or use artificial intelligence.